Hey guys, and welcome to Method's testing station guide for testing station number 89, which is the radiation testing station. Just running through my loadout here, we have the static needle at grade 3, seethe grade 3, and of course we are equipped with a radiation suit Mark 6. We also have iodine pills with us for the final boss fight. You'll see why later. We're running the energy capsule ability, which is going to allow us to kill the final boss ads with 2 headshots. That won't be required perhaps when our combat level is a little bit higher or we get better gear. And we're also running a tractor field, which is basically going to remove the boss from the fight for 8 seconds to allow us to deal with the ads in phase 1, 2 and 3. In terms of the build, we're running a seethe headshot build. So taking a bit techniques like marksman, we're sabotage level 1 for the extra 5% headshot damage, and really just trying to maximize the damage that we can get from either pistols or headshots. As with all of the other videos in the series, I'll let the video do most of the talking and then just chime in with any commentary if I think it's going to be valuable. I will say, I think this is probably by far at this stage actually the most challenging testing station to do solo at least. I think this is probably the only testing station, other than maybe Poison, where I would definitely recommend waiting until you have at least grade 2 items before attempting at a level 10. Because otherwise you are going to struggle to clear the ads on the boss quick enough, or if you run the strategy that we're running in this guide, you're going to struggle to clear the ads at the end before the radiation kills you, even with iodine tablets. So yeah, I would recommend minimum grade 2 weapons for this encounter at level 10, whereas some of the other testing stations like electric or fire, I mean, in theory you can complete them with ungraded weapons. They'll just take you a bit longer. I do think that this testing station will probably get tuned down a little bit. You can kind of copy what I do in this lock-in room here. You're going to have the shield mob spawning twice after you clear the first wave at this door. And then you're going to have the heavy and the trooper mobs come over. You can clear out the trooper, then that just leaves you a heavy mob to deal with melee. If you want to play this room safe, you can move to the other side of the room when the mobs are spawning and just wait for the melee mob to come to you and slowly pick them off. Depends how comfortable you feel dealing with them all this side, but yeah, it's a huge room with tons of space and all of the mobs spawn at this side of the room, so So after these two waves, now we're going to get two waves where we are going to have a shielded and unshielded mob spawn here. So just popping energy capsule and positioning so I can take out the unshielded mob instantly. Saved by the attractor field there. I mean, when you're wearing a radiation suit, level 10, the mobs just instantly kill you if they get through your shield, so just gotta be a little bit careful. Okay, so here we're just going to make sure that we've got the iodine pills equipped. We're definitely going to need them. And then swapping out manipulate instability, which we use just for the dealing with the mobs quicker in the lock-in rooms, for battle hardened, which is going to allow us to use energy capsule and attractor field more often. I will be pretty upfront here that this is a very, very scuffed boss kill. It is a tough boss.
Let's open things up. You won't stop us. Support me.
So the strategy here really is to drop the attractor field on the boss, and then take out the mobs in phase 1, 2, and 3, and then to just kill the boss while the mobs are still alive in phase 4 and 5, dealing with the mobs at the very end. At least that is, in theory, the strategy. It kind of falls apart a little bit here, but the reason I pop Spice here when I haven't used Spice in any of the other level 10 solo videos is because the breakpoint for killing these ads with 2 headshots changes from 2 headshots to 3 headshots at level 10, which makes the fight much more difficult. So to try and mitigate that until I have more damage, either better augments or higher combat specialization, I just pop Spice here. Don't worry if you get hit by these collapse grenades or whatever they are, by the way. You can just dodge out of them. It only really becomes a problem later when there's a lot of ads up, and if you get caught in one, then it ends up chain stunning you. You really want to try and make sure you get rid of the ads quickly so you can keep dealing damage on the boss before the next set of ads spawn. The entire encounter is basically just a race to kill the boss before you become overwhelmed. So in phase 1 and 2 it's pretty easy to deal with the ads, but of course it gets progressively harder as more ads spawn. With the iodine pills and Mark 6, I think you have around about 11 or 12 minutes. Sorry, not 11 or 12 minutes. Actually, maybe 11 or 12 minutes. Which I think towards the end of the fight my iodine pill wears off, which is a 10-minute buff, so that would be about right, I think. Obviously, as every phase is progressed, you see the boss also removes the covers on the radioactive pits around the room. It's not really a big deal, to be honest. Sometimes when you get hit by a collapse grenade, it'll suck you into them. But just get out of them quickly, and it's not a big deal.
Let's make this harder.
You can see it's actually already becoming pretty difficult to stay on top of the ads when there's 2 spawning at a time. So I think I just make the conscious decision here to switch straight to the boss. And this is, I think, probably going to be the strategy that I recommend until either you get much stronger to a point where you can actually deal with the ads consistently throughout the entire fight, or until the boss is tuned slightly to make the ads easier to deal with. But for now, I think the easiest way to kill the boss is to pretty much stick to the very edge of the room and just chip away at the boss over time from about phase 3 onwards, and then just deal with the ads at the end. As long as you stick to the outer edge of the room and keep running, the mobs and boss attacks will never actually reach you, so you just need to dodge the grenades and take every opportunity you get to deal some damage to the boss. Fortunately, the rest of this video is going to be kind of boring to watch because it's just rinse and repeat of this strategy: running, shooting, dodging, healing, reloading. When I did this fight, I was actually wondering if there is a cap on the number of ads that spawn. Because it did feel at some point like he wasn't continuing to spawn new ads, but yeah, I could be wrong about that. It felt like maybe 10 could be the cap. if you get caught with no stamina, you're going to be in serious trouble because you need to dash pretty quickly out of those collapse grenades. So just try and think about stamina management. Also, if you're wondering why the audio's gone really strange, it's the spice poisoning or whatever it's called. After the effect of spice wears off, it kind of distorts the audio. Close call there. Actually, there's quite a lot of close calls on this pool. This was my first attempt at level 10, so it might have been a bit cleaner if I'd had a few additional pulls on it. Although maybe not. So the first time I killed a man on one of the lower difficulties and still had ads up, I thought that was the fight over. And then I died to the ads and realized that I had to do the entire fight again. So the ads are actually considered part of the boss fight, and the fight is not considered completed until every ad is dead. So now it's really a race to kill the ads before either they kill you or until your radiation level kills you. Which is why I said earlier that the iodine pills are essential if you're going to do anything even similar to the strategy. Without the iodine pills, we'd already be dead probably from the radiation poisoning. You can buy the iodine pills, by the way. If you don't know, you can buy the iodine pills from the merchant in the Neo Carthage arena. You don't have to harvest the agave seeds anymore. Gotta say, I think the range combat is actually really good in this game. It feels really satisfying when you get a clean headshot from afar. And finally, we have it. We finished the dungeon after 20 minutes. Like I said earlier, definitely a pretty scuff run, and for sure not a clean way of doing it, but it is at least one way of doing it. And it will become a lot easier, of course, as you get stronger. I think this is definitely one dungeon where it is quite gear dependent. If you get to a point where you can easily deal with the adds through either having a higher grade weapon or higher grade combat, then I think this boss becomes a lot easier. But yeah, I hope you hope you guys enjoyed the video. We have videos up for all of the other testing stations, or they'll be coming up very soon. So yeah, let me know if you have any feedback in the comments. But otherwise, see you in the next one.